A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Monday, November 27th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. The chairman of the Orange County Special Legislative Committee, tasked with looking into the selection of an information technology company and payment for the part-time work amounting to some $500,000 this year, sees no criminality in the way Star CIO was selected. But Kevin Hines does find what he calls significant problems that came out of his questioning during the 3 days of investigating, where top county officials appeared.
We all know that one of the people we interviewed admitted to giving confidential documents over to a potential contractor before we had a contract. That's disturbing, and so that's certainly something that should be looked into. And with respect to the procurement policy, we heard from the attorneys that everything's legal. I have my own opinions with respect to whether or not it was procured properly.
Some Democratic members of the county legislature and Senator James Skoufis have alleged that the contract was awarded to Star CIO because he's the brother-in-law of the County Human Resources Commissioner Langdon Chapman. Chapman, who previously served as county attorney, maintained he was not involved in the selection process, and current county attorney Rick Golden says the procurement was totally legal. Orange and Rockland Utilities is proposing to spend several $1 million over a 5-year period beginning in 2025 to shore up its system impacted by climate change, particularly flooding. Company spokesman Mike Donovan says the cost to consumers is anticipated to be only a few dollars a month.
Over 5 years, we're making a proposal to spend $400 million. It will result in an average annual residential bill increase of approximately 2%. That would be about $4.24 a month for a typical residential customer using 600 kilowatt hours of electricity.
O&R's current approved rate structure expires at the end of 2024. A new proposal is expected after the first of the new year. Appointment of a state monitor to oversee all actions of the Orange County Industrial Development Agency was supposed to be made in early August, but as of now there has been no one named. Senator James Skoufis, who sponsored the legislation to create the monitor, said the State Inspector General's office, which is overseeing the selection, received 15 applications and is narrowing down that list.
The expectation is, the hope is that by the end of the calendar year, we're going to have a decision made on who the monitor is.
The monitor, who will be in place for 2 years, will have veto power on all decisions made by the IDA board regarding financial incentives for project development. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
A proposed environmental cleanup plan for the more than 15-acre brownfield site called 5 Scobie Drive in the city of Newburgh has been proposed. The vacant land abounded by the Newburgh City DPW property, a tributary of Gidneytown Creek, and a commercial facility operated as an unpermitted landfill from the late 1940s until around 1976. It's been closed, but not in accordance with the State Department of Environmental Conservation solid waste regulations. It reportedly accepted municipal and possible industrial and incinerator waste, according to the DEC. The site, which is anticipated to be redeveloped for commercial purposes, contains semi-volatile organic compounds and metals in soils, subsurface soils, and groundwater, and PFAS from adjacent up-gradient properties, according to the DEC. State police continue to investigate the discovery of a body found in Hamptonburg Preserve Saturday afternoon. Police received a phone call from a woman who was on a path over Route 416 in the town of Hamptonburg when she came upon a deceased individual. Troopers responded to interview the woman and began an investigation. The Goshen Volunteer Ambulance Corps responded and met troopers, including uniformed and plainclothes members. Details of the incident were not immediately available over the weekend. A mid-afternoon fire at 8 Van Ness Street in the city of Newburgh gutted a vacant 2.5-story building. The two-alarm fire that broke out around 2 p.m. on Friday resulted in a partial collapse of the top floor of the building. Several area fire departments responded to assist Newburgh, while others were on standby. The cause of the blaze is under investigation, and there were no reports of injuries. A large, perfectly shaped blue spruce tree on the Sussex Street side entrance of City Hall was the star of a Saturday evening event in Port Jervis. The tall, stately tree was lit with holiday colors to kick off the local holiday season to the delight of children and adults of all ages. The city's official holiday tree lighting event was sponsored by Port Jervis Tourism Board, which encourages all to support local businesses and shop locally. The event included music, refreshments, holiday fun for all who attended. It was the second year the event was held in that location. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.